Boom, we're back. Saint LSC TV. I'm here with my brothers, man. Well, go on, guys. You know, like that. I'm here with Romz
In
and
the
Ish.
house, man.
We got things to chop up. Ish has been on me. He's like, yo, I got things that I need to
I need to
discuss.
talk, bro. I need to
Yeah,
talk.
I said,
me,
alright.
me and Ish are on the same page.
I said, just give me a microphone, give me a platform, man. I want to talk that talk, man. I want to talk that talk. Man, dropping pipe bombs today, man.
I hear that. Bro. So I had to
Even like CM Punk, bro.
See, as soon as I said pipe bomb, I was like, I hope one of these brothers just mentions CM Punk.
Yeah.
Man. He's a legend, bro. He's a legend in this thing, man.
Trust me.
Those were the days, fam.
So yeah, man. As you don't know, me and Ish got a little show. And I thought I'd merge it with the review. Shout out my guy Romz doing big things in his work, but you know, man's got a hit. Man's got
to make it intro. I might not be as long. You don't.
Yeah.
You
So
have to make it.
So we're gonna the schedule of today is we're gonna go through the review real quick. And then we're gonna hit up some topics that I think are pretty poignant within the Liverpool community that we need to, do you know what I mean? We need to chop up and try and see how certain men are feeling, particularly Ishmael, who wants to, who's got corner for us.
One or two things, bro.
Trust me, that. But yeah, no, like listen, man, them. Always good to have you with me, man. How's things? How you doing, Romz, man? What's good? Talk to me.
Come on, bro. I'm blessed as always, bro. Blessed as always.
Come
with
on.
you two, I can't complain. Life's good. We're winning football matches. Best time to be a Liverpool fan. Can't complain, man.
You know what time it is. Shout out Psychedelic Scientists, man. Jeez, big up St. Romz and Ishmael. Each and every time, bro. Ish, talk to me, my brother. What are you telling me?
Listen, as normal, innit? As usual, Romz hit the nail on the head, innit? We're winning games. Like,
actually,
there's been a couple of things said recently, but we're winning games, keeping clean sheets, winning games. Man's happy, innit? That's all. Look, we've got like 16 cup finals, and then we'll see where we are at the end. But man's good.
I hear that. Good stuff. Good. And I hope everyone else inside is good as well. Shout out everyone that's inside. Shout out my guy Ravi. Slap the lights like Everton got slapped by Palace and subscribe to that channel. Ravi's on corn early. Ravi's come out the gate.
Big up Ravi, man. Big up Ravi.
Yeah, man, there. Mad thing. Just on that, yeah. Just want to say very quickly, yeah. Because I said this on Sarcasm City. Make sure you're going over there and subscribing to my guy Flawless's thing, doing big things. Do you, man? Crazy. These men are so stupid, bro. Do you, man? Because his name is now suddenly gone out of my head and I've forgotten it. Do you remember the Donny that Everton were linked with? I think Portuguese Donny, if I'm not wrong. Guy pretty much said, yeah, man, I've looked at the club. I've got a way of playing football. I'm happy to come and I'm happy to do my thing. And them man there laughed him out of the gates. Them man, they're like, nah, get out of here. We want Frank Lampard. I forget the guy's name. If anyone in the chat, let me know what the guy's name was.
Was he linked with Spurs as well?
I'm not sure if he was linked with Spurs, but I know he was heavily linked with Everton, as in he was ready to take the job. As in he's like, yo, man's ready in it. Like
it weren't fun. It weren't Fonseca, was it?
It could, bro. When we looked at my man's CV, yeah.
Oh shit! I know who you're talking about.
Bro,
I know who you're talking about.
Bro, when we looked at man's CV, man was doing up a madness, yeah. In the Champions League, he was in groups with Real, with Porto, bro. With Porto, bro. Yeah.
Oh, I know, man. I don't know his name. Yeah? I know his face.
I know yeah.
And they pretty much. That's why when you look at it, as much as they're getting slapped and moved to, not a lot of Everton man are actually saying anything because this is what they wanted. You know, then once they actually said, like, if this guy who has a far better CV than Frank Lampard, has a far better footballing IQ than Frank Lampard, they said they would walk out. They said that we would boycott if you get my man and don't get Frank Lampard.
Be careful, you wish for. Remember they even had the. Sorry to cut you. Remember they even had the graffiti. They said someone out, Lampard in. I forgot who did they say out? They said someone out. I don't think it was a manager. I think it was a player. But they said someone out. Lampard
I
in.
couldn't believe it. Yeah, I said this guy is outrageous, bro. Like,
them man are tapped in it. If you look at how much they spent over the last 5-6 years, their net spend is like the highest in Europe or something. I was checking it the other day. These men have just been on just.
Can I ask you something?
But they need to go down in it. They need to get ready.
They need to go down.
Well,
I'm telling
they
you,
need to
they
get
need
ready.
to go down.
Listen, say an issue. Yeah? I don't want to focus on these up too much. But as a London Liverpool fans, I just remembered. Cool, but you're still London, say. As London Liverpool fans, do you care about them? Like, honestly, in my lifetime, the only time I'd say I cared about them when I was a youth, when they had Andrew Johnson, Cahill, and that. They used to give us a few problems here.
Cahill was a madman.
Over the past, I would say a good
decade,
10 years, they're irrelevant. Like, I know for a Liverpool fan in Liverpool, it means more. Like, your family member could be Everton fan, but I don't care about that. They do not bother me in the slightest, bro. Like, even when it's Derby day, I don't feel that. Oh, it's Derby bragging right. Maybe because we're not in the city, but I don't care about them.
But it's Man United.
Only last season when they beat us. Only last season when they touched us at Anfield.
Because they started chatting off. But
you want to make this like a little, and the Van Dijk thing on.
I was just about to say the Van Dijk thing.
Them two things have kind of made it a bit more relevant. But you're right, Rob, isn't it? Last 5-6 years, we've just been dealing with them like.
And then when we sat them 4-0, they're gone. They're mute again, like.
Yeah, bro. They're dead food, bro. Like and like you said, for near enough a decade, bro. It's Man United, bro. I consider Arsenal. I get more out of my facts. I'm a North London guy, bro. Like I'm getting out of my. You know,
just quickly, though, because it's Lamps. Yeah, that makes it just a little bit sweeter. If Lamps is the one to drag them man down, boy.
Ish, you want me to be honest?
I'm cooking.
I think they're just about. I've actually said a few prayers that Everton go down. Like, it probably contradicts what I just said because I'm like, I don't care about them. But it's only because if they had another manager in charge, I wouldn't care. But Lamps, just the bragging rights, him and Gerald, just everything, bro.
Like, he's in the mud fully.
And you're slyly hitting. You're killing two birds with one stone. You're hitting Everton and Chelsea. Like, you know them ones there. You're taking a Chelsea down, like bam, like.
After Liverpool, I'm the biggest Burnley fan after Liverpool now. I want Burnley to start raking them points, bro. Because they're goal different. No. It's out of Everton and Burnley if you had to pick, bro. Come on.
Yeah, I pick Everton, you know. I'm not even joking.
Burnley are probably their closest.
What is it? EDL?
It's all Lives Matter FC, man. I ain't on this thing with
because, bro,
listen, them man can get relegated. I swear down. I'd rather Everton stay up.
Watford and Norwich. Watford and Norwich are guaranteed.
Pigment is a little bit too dark to even get away with. He's out there. He's getting
because they got another corner. They're cool. Nah, fam. And they want to take a Origi as well. No way. Them man are pagans, fam. Them man are pagans. I swear that. Romz, you're my guy there. Nobody allows you. I'm not. No.
No, but
I want to hear it, bro.
We have to give context to it. Yeah, Norwich and Watford, they're down.
Like, they're gone.
But bro, so Everton's nearest competitor, Leeds are pretty much safe. Brentford are pretty much safe. Their nearest is Burnley, and if I had to pick the two, I hate Burnley as well, bro.
I said what I said.
Even they broke the record.
I'd rather Everton stay up.
Everton stay up.
I'd rather Everton. I swear to God, brother. Burnley play some dead. At least we get another good game next season, innit?
I don't care about the football.
You might want to be going Turf Moor again. You want to send Diaz Turf Moor next season?
I'll go Turf Moor if I don't ever have to go to Goodison, bro.
But the derby is spicy, innit? It's a spice. I'm not on this.
And you know what? Ish to big you up as well. They ended our streak.
Yeah.
And I hear you.
I just was on crud with Klopp down the tunnel.
You know what it is as well, yeah. The way these man, the Higgy Bandulu way these man spend money, yeah. If they go into the championship, you won't see them again, bro. They'll spend some. Bro, I'm
hearing they'll get a points deduction as well if they go down. They're be all on like -9 of that, yeah, because that's why they couldn't spend no money this summer. They're fucked with financial fair play.
Oh,
that's why they signed Damari Graham for two M's, and that was it. Like they're done now.
Nah, fam, I'm here for it, bro. And also, they're the only team I think that I've never been relegated. Like I'm here for it, bro. Like I just. Burnley, anyone, bro. You're going Turf Moor, really and truly, you should be slapping them instead. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is, but. Everton, it means more. This means more, bruv. It's in our slogan, bruv. You know, like that. This means more, bruv.
I ain't trying to see them, man.
All right. let's go straight to the comments and then we'll get onto this game real quick. Saturday said, "What's happening, lads? I hope you're all good now. We're blessed up, man. Love. LFC, bam. Big up your damn selves. My dad is a little mad at me, but it's cool.
I was meaning to ask you.
They played well. Hey, Ram, one go on.
They done well, though.
If you want to jump on, let me know, innit? Yeah, I was going to ask you still because I knew it was a bit techie that Dad being a Forest fan and it was a bit. But no, listen, they showed a real good account of themselves, man. So, you know what I mean, he's got nothing but he can feel proud of them still. Is that true? Mike Dean finally retired?
Yeah. End of the season.
No. I'm fuming at that though. John Moss needs to retire first. He can't even keep up with play. He can't even keep up with play. He can't keep up. My man's huffing and puffing that there's no tomorrow.
Why do they give the rest the tightest tops to wear? They ain't players. They're not gonna get dragged by any man. Why am I seeing man's rolls and that? Bro, put a baggy t-shirt on, innit? Like,
why can't you just have a young jumper? Like in the snow, man's wearing a skin tight.
Man, put him in the tightest, like the kappa. Like, nah, fam. I ain't trying to see all John Moss's like breakfast and that. All man's egg and chips and that. Nah, bro. Less of that, fam. Less of that one.
You know what it is, yeah? When Mike Dean tries to hide the ball and that, then you just see man's got that. Relax, big man. Like, hide the ball, innit? Stop it.
Yeah, that Mike Dean going. I'm not a fan of his.
Shout out my guy, any 4X, man. Wild God, king of spaces, but bunning them down. Bun them, man, for what they done to us last season. Like, definitely, bro. We got to bun them Burnley man down without a doubt. Arsenal man in here. Well gone, Noah. Big up yourself. Big up St. Rude Boy. Romz, the original Acapella Romz. Yeah, you done, no? Say, was it Vittoria Pereira? I think it was, I think it might have been. It sounds familiar, but I'll go and look at his CV and I'll tell you. When I start reading off you think, raw, swear down, these man turned that down. Bro, they're finished, bro. Absolutely finished. Type of man there to let go of their medical staff and their best players off of a manager's say so. And then
that was a madness. And then he dipped.
You can't write.
Fuck to the head, man.
You can't write. That's what I'm saying. These men are supposed to be our rivals, bro. They're any dead food man. Like, I don't even see them, bro. Like, I don't see them. Like Romz was saying, bro. They're anyone. Peaceful, cool. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Man will get up for Watford because they're down the road more than Everton.
Trust.
Everton would suffer if they get relegated. Exactly what I said, Mark, man. I really don't see them coming up too soon if they get relegated because the way the business.
They'll be on a lead thing. We don't see them man for like 20 years.
It was out there for time. Yeah, I think it was, brother. I think it was Klopp doing a Fergie, fam. Brother, Klopp might do something that Fergie couldn't. You know them ones there, quad squad up in here. You know, like that. So it is what it is.
Man's all playing chess with the injuries as well, Naby's back. Trent's not.
That's a nice little gateway because I was going to ask you do you think Naby's? I see the knee injury today. Do you think it's genuine? Do you even think Trent's is?
Man's a good. Listen, Trent probably felt a little something.
Word,
like a little something,
bruv. You know, like that. Like, shut up, bruv. You're not going in it. Like,
we're both out of an illness as well, not COVID, but it's an illness.
Really gonna show, man. I'm the godfather, and I haven't been able to show you my tactical nous just because of lack of ability with the depth of squad. Now that I've got, but I'm really gonna show you I am that guy in it. I am that guy, bro, doing it on a shoestring budget in comparison to our ops. Let's just say that. All right, so we have been. We're operating on all four fronts, as we all well know. We've been racking up these W's, man, as we need to. But our performances haven't been amazing. I think they've been a little bit better than people are giving credit to. Sometimes you can't win every game champagne football, innit? You know, them ones there. But all you can do is get the W and move on. However, with that said, they haven't been. Do you know what I mean? Of the performances in which we've come to know, it seems like a a long time, many moons since we were dupping off Leeds 6-0 and that. They seem to be a lot more hard fought games now. This game was no different. To be very honest with you, I'll start with going into the game because if I'm honest with you, I don't really think the game panned out much more. I never thought we were going over.
Whoa. Big up yourself, Saint. Big up yourself. Try and remember what you predicted.
Oh yeah!
Big up your damn self. Big up your damn self.
Bro.
Doing Mystic Saint in that.
Big up your bro. He's done it again, bro. I couldn't.
How many done this season? You on some mad run, you know.
At least 4 or 5, fam.
Yeah.
I couldn't let him carry on and not give him his
Bro,
flowers,
Yeah,
bro.
you're a real one,
Love.
I had to, bro. I had to.
Yeah, that even backs up what I'm saying, bro. Like, I never thought we were going in there, and I only really went on that because you stole my one. I remember, so I said, let me do a next thing.
Yeah. But still, you said it, bro. That's yours.
I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, I didn't think that we were going over there to go and like shout out everyone that checked out me and Romz's preview. We said that these man got some ballers. They're in good form. They've duppied a good few man. The holders. So you know what I mean? Like we're all football men. So none of us were going in there, regardless of the league that they're playing in. Man can't just go in there and say that, oh yeah, do you know what I mean? They're in a inferior league, so we're gonna go and slap them 4-0. I knew it was gonna be hard. I knew they would have their chances. I didn't quite realize that type of style of football, that aggression, raw, would really rattle us as much as it did, if you know what I mean. I didn't think that they'd have as much joy as they did. But like I said, we come through as we should. What's your thoughts? What was your thoughts kind of going into it? Obviously our form and kind of the way in which we're playing. Did you just think, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't take the words out of your mouth, but what was your thoughts going into it pretty much? I'll start with you, Ish.
You know, I want to talk to something you said, innit, about their aggression and their press. Because what I've noticed in like the last couple of seasons, we're not really on that high press thing unless we're playing like in a big game. Unless it's like a City or a big Champions League game, we're not really on the heavy metal full throttle thing every game now, which is good. That's why we are where we are, innit. We're controlling games more. We're not trying to just go like a little shootout thing with teams. So it's been good in that respect. But they kind of reminded me of us, like when like maybe 17, 18 times, they were just in our face from minute one. We weren't really getting, even I was noticing Van Dijk even getting caught on a ball 1 or 2 times. Like, it was all looking a bit mad. But listen, we done what we had to do. We got the win. I'm one of these where it's like, it might not look pretty at times, but if you actually check it, it's 7 clean sheets and 9. Bare dubs. Well, apart from the Inter game, just dubs, bro. Since the turn of the year, just all I'm seeing is dubs. Like we're doing what we need to do. The only thing that worries me now, just quickly before I let you jump in, Romz, is that this run we're in now, we're gonna need to do another one of these to get to the end of the season. We're 9 games deep now. We're gonna need to do another 9 games. So I'm just a bit like,
the performances are gonna.
There's gonna be an L. Where's the L gonna be? That's what I'm trying to think right now. Like, where can we afford to take this L? But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. But yeah, go on.
Do you know why you've hit the nail on the head? Because deep, I don't want to mention them, but us and City, we're in better form, and this international break probably suits them more than it suits us. They're probably looking at it thinking it's a better break because let's be real, we're the better side at the moment. We've got more momentum. We're in better form. We've not been having draws here and there. We're 9 Premier League games in a row, or W's in a row. So I do think. I feel like even a City fan, they'll feel it suits them a bit more. We now have to do this again, which I feel we will. We're capable of. But another thing I probably disagree with you two. I don't think Forest were at us from minute 1. I think the first 15 to 20 minutes, we actually looked good. We just weren't clinical enough. I remember me and you, Ish, we said in the GC that I was like, I don't feel we're ruthless enough. And you said, we're almost a victim of our own success because we create so much.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like we score enough. And you actually made me think that stuck me. I thought Ish is actually right. But it was a game like yesterday where going into half time, we should have been, you know what I mean? Like we should have been comfortable. And I felt like it's been like that.
Even mad with that chance,
bro. Even Jota, even Jota, you know when it came past him, and I think Worrell made a good save. He should have hit that early. I think he scored. He hits it early, and the keeper's not set. I think we go 2-0 into half time. But I do feel that there's been a lot of games this season where, and I say, in fact, you countered what me and Ish were saying. You said we can't blow teams away every game. I hear that, but I do feel there's times where we actually can put away teams, respectively, and we just don't. Do you see where I'm coming from? That's all. But I do hear you can't do that every game. But I feel like we more or less, there's more games we could have and we haven't.
Like, we should have been putting away. I do agree with some of what you said in terms of, I don't think they were at us from minute one, but they definitely did come and play. They definitely did come and like they didn't show us no type of like, you know, like
no respect.
No respect. Yeah, very little. Like, they were at us in it, and that's I think where Ish is like, he sees that kind of the 18-19 style. But instead of maybe being more clinical at times when we should have just finished off the game, it's all like 90 minutes, 90. Firstly, they're chucking on 5 minutes. I don't understand where that comes from, but it's all 93 minutes. And then, man, they're still trying to slap goals in and that. I'm like, what's going on? Like, this should be the time where you should be controlling the game. Diaz is still trying to, like, literally, Jota's doing a madness. You remember the last thing when I'm like, Jota?
Hey, I was pissed, you know. I was pissed. He don't even know what the time is. I don't know why. Yeah.
What's going on, bro? You're doing a Kepa impression. That don't make no sense, bro. I was fuming. But all right, let's get into the game. Obviously, lineups. What was your thoughts on the lineups, guys? We were pretty much on the money, you know?
No, we weren't, bro. We weren't. Bro, we weren't. I see Dijk, I see Fab. Me and you probably wouldn't have even had Dijk or Fab in our squad, bro.
Fab,
I would have thought they would have started, you know. I would have thought they would have started.
Actually, I did have Dijk, but then I think we both agreed, no, Dijk needs a rest. I initially had that. We had Ibu.
We both had Tsimikas. We all went right with Alisson. We all had Gomez, who I thought had a blinder.
He was good, you know. He was good.
And so that's why I said we got close, because out of that, we got.
Yeah, I think the back five we pretty much got it.
He had Fab. Yeah, I wouldn't have. It was, remind me actually. It was Fab,
Naby, and no.
Who's the other midfielder?
We had Hendo, Naby,
Elliot. That's why.
You're saying what he had.
Listen,
sorry.
That proves a lot, because we'll get on to Elliot, because he weren't really on nothing at all, fam. He weren't really.
Yeah,
I all forgot he was playing. I all forgot he was playing in that.
I got little things to say as well on that one.
But
So he went. Yeah, so he went Fab, Naby, Elliot. Yeah, we got that. He miffed us.
No, sorry, he went Fab. Naby, Ox. Elliot was in the front
Ox.
three. Was
You're right.
Yeah, I did say Ox would start.
Them were both invisible out there. I don't know what they were.
See, no, this is cool. I love you, but this is where we're going to debate. This is where we're going to debate.
Let's take the bandage off now.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one, bro. All right, and then the front three was Jota, Bobby, and
Elliot.
Then it was Elliot on the right.
Elliot on
the right. That's it. Okay, cool. Let's just get straight into it, innit? I feel like I don't know if I should just go straight into the
Let me just quickly, bless you, bro. Let me just quickly say something. Apart from
Ish, I love you. You know you're gonna kill me for you.
The back five are calm all game in it. The back five are just talk about the front six. We're talking about the front six.
Yeah.
Apart from they were all kind of dead, you know. I'm not even gonna lie. They were all kind of dead. I'm trying to pick one out. They were all kind of dead. Bobby was having some nice touches, but that chance, like as soon as he fumbled that, I was like, "Man, you've done this game. Don't want to hear from you." Jota, boy,
Jota was a mess.
He's lucky he got that goal in it, because man's feet looking like he can't even track the ball.
Because you know what I love, you know the interview of Robert, yeah. He's like, Rob, you can hold it up a bit more. There's a saying, there's truth within every joke.
Listen,
you weren't joking, bro.
There was vim in what he said, bro. There was vim. Man said, man don't have to say I'm joking because the camera's on him. He weren't joking. The ball was ballooning off man all game, fam. All game. Man's done it 2 games in a row.
You know what, yeah? This is why I love Bobby. This is why I love Jota, yeah, because it's horrendous. But you know he's going to bag. Like, I had a feeling
he's going to bag, bro.
I had a feeling if anyone's gonna score, it's gonna be him.
Yeah.
Which is, do you sacrifice? Which is sad for saying this because he's a bad boy and he's shown that he's a bad boy. Maybe it's just right now there's just a bit of I don't know what's going on. But do you sacrifice fluidity, team kind of play just for a man who you know that listen, it's worth having him in there because he.
Bro, with a heavy heart, yes, because me and Ish, our favorite player is Bobby, bro. But with a heavy heart, I've come to accept. And people were telling me this. Other Liverpool fans were saying this from about a year ago, and I was like, no, this is recency bias, this, that, and other. But when I actually just sit back and look at the bigger picture, I now do, and I love Bobby is my favorite Liverpool player. Let me put that out there, but I just do now because he's proven it twice. This game, and what's the other game Jota just scored out? Let's be real, the Arsenal game, he wasn't great before his goal.
He was what?
That's what I'm saying.
He was what? Man hooked him. Klopp still hooked him even after he scored.
Exactly. Point proven, bro. So Jota's. I'm trying to compare him to someone, and I had a player earlier, but it's come out my head. Jota is just literally that player. He can be having a bad game, bang, he will score. Like he will score. He's much better than him. No one's saying me, but he kind of gives me Chicharito vibes. That he's he's a better player, but you know, like he will score out the blue. Do you know what I mean? Like he's having a bad game. He gives me that vibe. But I do, to answer your question, Saint, I actually do now, and that hurts, but I do now.
He has to improve though, man. Like I can't be seeing my striker like. I know saying like choose one of the or sacrifice one for the other, but I can't see this, fam. We were living good off Bobby for years of just the ball just sticking to man's feet. Man bringing man into play. Like the moves are just dying with Jota at the moment. I know he's bagging, but the moves are dying with him.
But that's what I'm saying is you're getting two different sides of a coin because he's bagging a lot of the chances that Bobby wouldn't bag.
Exactly, and I feel like we're being spoiled because wasn't we crying out for this?
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, but
that's why I had to take a step back because we were always saying we just need to
sacrifice first touch, bro. I can't sacrifice first touch. That's non-negotiable right there.
Sometimes
that's non-negotiable, fam.
When you've got Mane, Jota, and Salah, like in
from his ping pong, fam.
Sometimes
none of them got a good touch. Sometimes none of them got a touch.
Salah's got a brazy touch when he wants. You know that one's there. Like he's got a brazy touch.
Literally say one day you'll see him take it.
Baggy.
When he's got to run down the line, it's all
exactly. Can be sometimes a bit mad. Like
because I see him bring down Van Dijk.
And listen, you two are gonna laugh. Yeah, I said it last stream. I think the Arsenal review. Salah needs to stop this. The balls come from high and he just wants to volley it, and it keeps ending up in Rowe's head. I get so mad. Bro, I get so. It's like, once it comes down. Listen, when it comes down from a header or a corner, whatnot, I'm just thinking, this is going over. When I see Salah running onto it, it's like, this is going over. And it's sad, bro, but it gets me so mad.
Nah, you're right, man. You're right. Let me hit some of the comments and we'll get into player ratings because I feel like that's probably the best way because a lot of players need to be talked about individually.
A lot.
To it, you know, them ones there. The game was the game, and there weren't really much else we could really. Do you know them ones there? Although, like I said before I get into these thingies, all right, there are others in our squad that can score that goal, but do you feel as comfortable when you know them ones there? You know that he's done a madness the whole game. I didn't think he was missing that, bro. You know them ones there, like, do you see what I'm saying? I do counter that, but he's missed some disgusting ones as well, though. And I'm like, yo, Jota, what's going on? Like, he's missed some crazy.
I don't know if Mane's scoring that one, you know. I don't know if
Mane's scoring that, bro.
Mane's all kicking it against his head and that. And it's all looking a bit mad. Like,
And I love him. I'm only before you might tell me, I'm only saying something he has actually done. I'm not slandering. He has actually done that. But cool.
It was at West Ham when he had a header from like 3 yards out, and it all just went mad from. I was like, what part of your body did that come off?
I was so miffed. I couldn't believe it. I was like, raw. There was one time as well in the when he took a swing and he just missed it. I was like, what the fuck's going on here, Marty? Hey, listen,
this guy, man. This guy is what we enjoy.
Rate this guy. Ravi says, Saint, predict my lottery numbers, brother, I'm brack, bro. I'm real broke, bruv. Living la vida broker. If I knew, I would be hitting you up. Mute, bruv. You're mute.
Oh,
Talk to me, Romz. What are you telling me?
It's because I was laughing so much. So I saw a tweet, you know, Mane's bicycle kick against Norwich, yeah. I see one Liverpool fan tweet, the chains came off.
Hey, that's mad. That is
mad. No, you
mad.
two kill me, bruv, because it's true. Like, literally say, when I saw that chance drop, when I saw the cross, we'll get into Simicast, but when I saw the cross, I thought, and it was going to drop, I said, yeah, 1-0. 1-0. I think one player, yeah, I think scores that. I think Salah and Mane missed that.
Yeah.
But D9 bags that as well.
Yes.
D9 bags that as well.
There are best finishes.
Yeah.
Natural finishes. Like Salah's got his teammates running through and goal, like open up his body. Like he's got that one on lock. But see them instinctive where you got to be just a gunman in front of goal. I don't think Salah and Mane, like Richards, they're wingers in it. Their wingers turn forward, so we got to give them their respect.
Exactly.
If we're talking pure finishers, then it's got to be them two.
Yeah. I think by their own mouth, they would concede that as well. To be fair, JJ36, my Don, what are you telling me? Big up my Jenna, Saint Romz and Ish, and blessings to all in the chat. Come on, Paul. I agree with Mel. Always talking facts, so I'm not even sure which it was that you
were.
JJ36,
like that,
you're not wrong
like
at Romz, but the man then been looking a little leggy. That's true. Certain man have been looking a little leggy.
I think that was to the ruthless when I speak about Arsenal.
Yeah. That is true as well, Paul. If Bobby scores, different game. That's very true. But how many times have we said that? Paul, how many times have we said that? We said that quite a while, bro. Question: what's this about Ox unhappy about his playing time? We're gonna get into that. Don't worry about that. Let me see what else is going on. Saying Joy is a goal hanger, man. Wasn't bullying their defense. That's Noah. That's actually wrong. Like Jota's movement off the ball is actually second to none. Sometimes he doesn't get found. I would say that he's a very intelligent player. Look at him. Look at his off the ball movement and his runs. He's very, very good. Don't want to just pile in on him right now because Jota has been doing bits for us since he stepped in.
Big up Jota.
So,
he's gonna be on 20 goals this season, you know. Like,
yeah. Come on. Elliot not fast enough to be a winger in our team. I'm gonna get onto that.
I kind of hear that, you know.
I hear that. I'm gonna get onto that. I think
the comment you were just on, I think it was is Elliot something about Elliot being a winger or midfielder. Ravi, I'm still trying to work that out myself. That's
we need to have a conversation about.
Yeah, we're gonna get onto that. Don't worry, we're gonna get onto that. My guy Ennie, Firmino too casual, like he is playing in a park with his mates. But that's always been the case. That's Bobby, bro. You know, like that. It's where you do it on the bro. You can do that in the final third. Do them round the corners and that. Don't be doing it in front of my 6-yard box and that, bro. It's a bit picky. But that
shout out Ennie though every time.
Yeah, come on, Ennie's my guy. Come on, shout out Ennie. Don't get the Naby hype. He's the new Joe Allen. There's a lot, bro. He's been decent, bro. What do you mean?
I've been feeling. He was dead. He was dead in that Forest game. I think I weren't really happy with his performance, but
I thought he was better than all the rest, though. I thought he was one of the better of the
bars. I can't wait till you get into
the bar was low, fam. I can't even lie.
I didn't actually understand why he was coming off. To be fair, I thought he's actually all right. Jota needs 1-to-1 sessions at goals to improve touch and 5-yard passes. To improve touch, 5-yard passes. Yeah. Little power league thing. Little. Yeah, I hear that. Firmino's playmaking has regressed, though. Let's be real. Our success is built on Firmino's legs. Let me just tell you that right now.
Big facts. Big facts.
Bobby always looks casual, but he is a baller for real. It's just too much technical sauce, bro. I'm telling you, like, you know what I mean? Just too much technical sauce. All right, like I said, boom. Let's get into the player ratings because I think it's going to be very contentious today. I think it's going to pop off. All right. Guys, please, if you haven't already, Like, do you know what I mean? We've had a steady 10, 11, 12 man in the chat, man. Beg you, I would like to make sure that all of you, man, are hitting the like, man. It's easy. Just jump out, hit the like, jump back in. You know, like that. Real light work. And please subscribe if you're new, and make sure you're going over to We're the Wonder Boy and subscribing to my guy Ishmael, man. All right, so Allison, Ishmael, what are you telling me?
I thought he was very calm, you know. Like, you know me already. I got high expectations of Allison. Like, if he makes the slightest mistakes, I like to just be very critical of him. I think he set that standard now. But see, last couple of games, Arsenal game, he made that amazing save. This game, I can't really remember anything that he'd done that was a bit off key. So yeah, he was good, man. He was good. The penalty shot they had, I never thought it was a penalty. I think he done well. I think certain other keepers come and just clear him out.
That's a brilliant. I forgot about that.
He done well because my man left his leg in. So for me, it was never.
If you watch closely, Allison tries to lower his hand. Like it was as low as it could go, but he tried to take it. Yeah.
It was
seeing in one-on-one situations. Listen, I'm never ever worried. I'm never ever because I know he's unorthodox in it, but he'll do something mad and he'll get the ball. So yeah, I'd say like an 8 for Allison. I can't think of anything unless I'm bugging, but I'm saying like an 8. Clean sheet.
I was gonna say 8 as well.
No,
obviously our defense has been levels, but he's one of the big reasons that he's obviously we got 2 sick keepers, but see Allison, he's
levels, man.
He's the one, man.
He's the one. I don't agree with. I thought you're right. I forgot about the penalty, the penalty incident, which was outrageous. Thank God that there's because I'm not gonna lie though. In real time, I was like, ooh.
I was like, yeah, it looked a bit mad.
And then as soon as I see, I said, oh, come on, this ain't even arguable. So yeah, no, definitely that was 8. I'm good with that. Simi, start that way.
You know what? Yeah, let me open this one up. You might think I'm being a bit too generous here. Actually, I don't think you will, because I just remember you assisted. I'm giving Simi an 8. Reason being, and I'm guilty of this as well. I was so worried about Drew Spence before this game. Is it Drew Spence? Jade Spence. I don't know how to pronounce his first name, but I worried about. There's me thinking of the Chelsea women's ball. What's wrong with me, fam? I was so worried about Spence for the game. Remember saying, I even said I want Robbo to start just to cater for Spence's energy and that. Simi, for me, did so well against him. Deep it. Spence, that first half, was getting dragged out position. It's not championship where he can play that natural wing back position. Remember, the other guy kept telling him, no, tuck in that.
I don't want that smoke, fam.
Every time he tried break, Simi was there. And he got the assist. I think Simi, you know what probably was? I'm actually I need to be careful saying this, but was quite possibly our best player.
I think it's funny you say that because I thought to myself that man in the match contenders comes from either fullbacks.
Trust.
You're right. Whoa. You're right. How could I diss my South London?
Both of them were very, very solid.
They were. I think actually, to be fair, I struggle to find a man in a match contender worthy out of those 2 positions. To be fair, in that game,
I would say, obviously, for me, I say Gomez just because it's not his natural. I know he's played it before, but it's not really a mad position in it, and he done well. Apart from that one shot he had, which I was.
But then I just think the
assist.
It just pips it. It just, you know what I mean?
And if we're really real, Robbo's not making that assist with his right foot. If Robbo had to cut in like that,
that's the one thing that I say about Tsimikas, that he can give you the fake, switch it back, bang, put it on the penny. You know them ones there. Like it's not really. What's his best foot? What's Tsimikas' best foot? What's his strongest foot? That's amazing, bro. That's amazing. You know, like that. That's amazing.
I can't lie, not to fit on a downer though, but shout out to Romz. He needs to stop thinking he's Risa though. That's why he needs to chill out. I don't like the long range. He's
got the wristband and all sorts.
You know, I need to be quiet because if one flies in top right hand, I'm going to be off my sofa.
Robbo ain't giving you that. Robbo don't.
Yeah, we ain't had a
way
left
more
back who's
higgy.
bagging goals for a time.
They're
Man.
way more higgy.
Because
Like
Robbo's very conservative. Like he's very scared when he gets in front of. Yeah, you're
whereas,
right.
like,
You're
I
right.
like horses for courses. You know them ones
Yeah.
there. Like let off one or two and see how the guy that's marking you acts. You know them ones there.
It's like what Osprey was saying about Matip. One day he's gonna score a crazy goal from the run, and he kind of did. You know, what I mean? You're right. You're right. You have to keep.
Now when he starts doing the gallops, 2 steps, man,
It's
are
all
like,
gonna be
yo,
like,
You know what I'm saying?
Start
Yeah,
opening
yeah.
other things up as well.
You see what I'm saying? So that's all. Yeah, bro. Now I'm for it, bro. I'm for it. So what did we say? Hey, I can hear that. I can hear that. I can hear that. All right. Let's go to the other side, and then we'll do the. No. We need to end on a good note. We need to end on a good note. VVD. I thought 6.5. Didn't think.
I was gonna say 7 still, but yeah.
I was actually gonna say 6.
Right.
I don't know if I'm being harsh, but there's a few times.
State your claim, innit? State your claim. I want to hear this.
There's a few times, yeah. It's only because I have him in such high regard, but there's a few times the ball come to him and it hit off him, and then they went on the break. It happened at least twice, and I thought
the head off. I don't know how many headers, 1 or 2, but I was like, what? Like,
it was nearly an error leading to goal, and I thought, VVD, I'm not used to this. You know when it's a rarity.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, my thing froze. I thought when it's a rarity, yeah. I'm just like, don't play with my emotion. I'm not used to seeing this. So, them 2 errors.
Going on mad, isn't it?
Yeah. I have to give VV. Actually, I can hear you say 6 or 6.5. I don't mind.
You know I'm what? I'm gonna say 6. I'm gonna revise my net. I'm saying 6.5.
Yeah, that's. I thought
we can agree on a 6.
You know what it is, yeah. Regardless of however hard man finds the defensive battles, I can't tell. I can't tell a man's face. Do you know what I mean? Like I can't tell a man's. I couldn't tell you how hard he found those battles. However, I could tell that he was uncomfortable. Do you know what I'm saying? It was the first time that he wasn't as cool and collected. Do you know what I mean? And these were, and really and truly, what they were using wasn't like technical skill and all of that. And all that they were just using just brute. Do you know what I mean? Like let's just get it.
Some kick and run thing, innit?
Yeah, some real kick and run thing, like some real. Do you know what I mean?
They were just showing desire, bro. Enough heart.
Okay, and I can tell that if I was to ask him, "Did you enjoy your workout there today?" He'd be like, "No," and I could see it. That's how I could see
the ponytail starts looking a bit mad sometimes.
Yeah,
I've
seen you pocket man, yeah, and look like you could go raving after it. Like you look like you've been in a football match. So that's why I was like, you know what? All right, cool. So 6.5, we're cool. Man, like Ibu.
I thought he was excellent.
Still undefeated in a Liverpool shirt. Might add 15 games, 13 wins. Yeah,
I'm giving him a 7.5. He is been
crazy
week in, week out, man. Because you hear what Klopp said. Klopp said to partner Van Dijk, all 3 of them, there's not much different between them. It's just that the other 2 have more rhythm. That's what Klopp was saying. Because if you deep it, it's easy to say Matip is clear of the other 2, but that's because you're used to seeing him play the most. Or it's easy to say Kanate is clear of Gomez. But they're all 3. If we're being honest with ourselves, they're all 3 so good, and all 3 kind of around each other's ability. It's just that we see one more than we see the other. You know what I mean? You can't really say that for Matip and Kanate because that's actually a rotation thing now. Like it's literally either or. Like as Liverpool fans, I think if you see either one of them partner VVD, you're like, I don't really know. Now, if you see Gomez, and this is sad because Gomez was pivotal to the 2 big honours. But now, if you see Gomez, you're like, raw. But you're only like raw because you're not used to seeing it anymore. Not raw because he's not good. It's just that you're not used to seeing it anymore. When Klopp said that, I thought, I love you. You know, you're just the guy because you just know he doesn't like to have favourites and put someone too much above anyone else. And when he said that comment, it's kind of what I had been thinking as well. Is that this manager's he's just the best, man. But yeah, I'm giving him a 7.5. What do you 2 think?
For Ibu, yeah, I can hear that, man. He was good. He was definitely better than Van Dijk. Definitely better than Van Dijk. Won his battle as well, and he was helping. I know Gomez had a good game as well, but Gomez was trying to do the push and high thing. Man was trying to get involved in play, so he covered that right hand side. Well, I thought if they were going to get any joy, Forest, it was going to be down that right, but they weren't really saying much down there. To be honest, they weren't really saying too much. Them man had it all covered. So yeah,
no, right. Jamie Phillips football chat says VVD6 his worst game in years. I agree. A lot of man saying 6 for Konate. James says 6 for Konate. Okay. 8 for Gomez. We'll get into that now. Jamie Football Phillips chat. Konate was not having it. Nah, he really wasn't. All right, so oh, come on. You're here now, though. That's all that matters, bro. Big up 6 times, man. Big up everyone. Didn't even get a notification. I know YouTube doing us brazy, bro, but you're here now, and thanks for joining us, my guy. Man like Gomez, man like Joey G, bad boy. I think in the region of 8.5. Personally, I feel like how long he's been out of the team to come in and slot in a position like Rom said ain't really his natural position as well, and do so well. Lock it down. Yeah, man. I just thought it was really good. It's just nice to see him. I really like Joe, you know, like I just like him in it. Wow. You know, them ones there, like I just really like him, like, and so I was just like, oh brother, I'm glad you're getting time to shine, and I like to see it, man. So I personally would give him, I'd give him an 8.5, man. 8.5. I thought he was brilliant, best player on the field, man.
Like I said, I can hear at 8.5, but only reason I can't give him higher than Simi, so I give both of them at 8. Because Simi got there, and that you know what I mean.
I hear that.
That was a match winning. That's a match winning.
That match winning. Yeah, you're right. All right, now I'll read that. Now Romz is right. All right, I get that.
But he didn't put a foot wrong though.
No, he really didn't.
Gomez didn't put a foot wrong.
He had a plan. And you know what's mad about? Normally you associate Gomez with cool. He's not bad at going forward, but we don't say, oh, Gomez is mad at going forward. Like he normally gets his plaudits for his defending. But I see him going on a couple mazy runs, step overs, Cruyff. He was like, what? Like, I was like, raw.
Sometimes you forget how much of a baller he is, innit? You're like, you can actually kick ball, you know, Joey. Like, and what I liked about it was there wasn't too many. Jamie, he is, bruv. That's why he's here, bruv. I'm telling you. What's it called?
Not always, bruv.
I like the fact that there weren't too many flat out runs. Do you know, like flat out 100-meter sprints? Like, you know, the ones there, his positioning was good. Like, he wasn't last ditch. Like, what?
They weren't really catching man out.
And when they catch a man out, even though he's got the speed for it, that's why you've got Joey G there, because you know that he can catch a man, but he's actually doing the. Do you know what I mean? Like,
you know, it was nice to see. We're so used to Trent, obviously being the best fighter back in that. Trent's our biggest creator, but it was nice to see our right back for once overlap like the modern day proper right back, because the way Gomez kept doing it, I was like, bro, like this is something we're not used to.
Got an engine as well.
Even if you don't use it, just spreading
the defense,
you know, like that. Like
it's something we're not used to. It was nice to see that, bro. Like we don't normally get to see, and he was doing it so well. The amount of times he got to the byline, yeah, man.
Gomez, I'm have to overlap because he can just lace it from anywhere to where he wants to. You know, them ones they don't have to give you that overlap.
Man would just spray it 70 yards.
Just spray it, like, you know, them ones there.
Yeah.
So it's that's it. Marquez says Gomez taking a throw in and he's just smiling, happy to be playing. That's what I'm saying. Like, it was
them long throws, man.
Yeah,
long throws and smash.
And I see him cleaning the ball in his something.
Yeah,
you just know what's
and getting all worried and lap vibes on that, man.
Definitely. I agree. 9 for Joe. I think he's earned the right back place whilst Trent is injured. I agree. Again, the only reason I wouldn't have gone with 9, I'd be with you, is because they shook me up and said, Joe, like Simi got the assist, and I said, yeah, no, I hear that. All right, so boom, that's the back line. Let's get into the midfield.
Let's get into the
real stuff. This is where it's not going to be, what's the word, as harmonious, because I feel like all of us.
Oh yeah, 8. Oh no, 7.5. Now
I'll take that. I hear that. Yeah, now it's going to be mad. I'm looking for him to throw his hat up and not come down again. You know, like that. All right, so Fab. Flacco. Man, both gave the. Yeah, this is when I need the comments, bro. This is
I'm actually struggling.
It weren't a great performance, but I don't think it was bad. I personally would have given Flacco in the region of about 6.5.
6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear it.
He was mopping up a few times when certain man on the right hand side were like kind of getting out of position and that. So he was kind of doing this. Yeah, he kind of did this thing. It wasn't really his game though, innit? It wasn't really a game for him to come in.
It was. You know what? Like 6 times says something. He says steady, and that's what I thought it was. It was pretty steady. Do you know what I mean? He didn't do anything that was outrageous or anything like that. But I have seen Flacco have better games. You know them ones there. I've seen him be more. We've got everything from 6 from JJ up to 8, so it's a bit. 7 to 8, 6 times saying. So yeah, it's a bit mad, but yeah, talk to me.
Let me add some context to this though. Do you two feel like he stood out more because he didn't have his Thiago and his Hendo with him? Like he was maybe sticking out a bit more. Like
especially Thiago. Them two, their link up is a madness. Their link up is a madness.
The midfield was flat. My wife's so she's not watching, Romo. It's gonna be on
I don't even know what to
it's
say
gonna
to
be
them.
but he's got a point, no? He has got a point. It was pretty. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't as.
It was dead, bro.
When Thiago came on, you saw how different it was in it. So
I got to big up Hendo as well. I got to big up Hendo. Hendo when he came on as well, he was mashing work in there. But see them three that started. I weren't really feeling it. I wasn't at one.
No, I have to back one of them now. I'm sorry. You know who it is, Ish, as well.
We'll get there.
You can ride out for your man if you want.
6.5. That work for you lot?
Yeah, 6.5.
Yeah, 6.5's calm. 6.5's calm with it.
I'm gonna wait. Naby.
Boy. It wasn't his best game. It wasn't his best game,
but I thought he was actually doing all right. I thought he was one of the brighter ones in the midfield. Like Jamie says, the midfield was flat, but I thought he was one of the ones that actually, before he went off, like I was like, you're probably the best of a bad bunch, better than Ox. Thought he was better comparatively in his position than Fab. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy.
I'll be real with you. Yeah, if Thiago can't play, he's the only one who I really back to play that left central midfield role. And I think Klopp I know Curtis kind of does it sometimes as well, but I've seen Hendo do it before, and Hendo has died out there before. I remember that Chelsea game at Anfield, start of the season, man absolutely died a death out there. So and we know Thiago's not really.
But then you've seen the Man United game. You've seen the Man United game. Do you know what I mean? Like games like that where I'm like, yo, this guy is naughty. Naby, and the last 3 games, but this one was a bit more average. But like his last, bro, he's had some good performances, bro.
I think he's been very good, man. I think he's been very, very good.
Really good.
I think 6.5 for this one.
I'm gonna go with Mark A on this one. Mark. Shout it, big up yourself. 6.75 for me on that one. Still, I like that. I think it was the best of a bad bunch. I think I'm happy to give him the highest in the midfield like that. Oxtail.
I'm gonna let you go first, Rob.
Oxtail, Bumble
Right. Let me chop this up before you and Ish get into this.
You better come to the doc.
I'm under no illusion. Listen, Saints doing this. Ox did not have a blinder by any chance. He didn't have even a sustained period of a good game. But I'm sorry. I felt like, man, Ox is being distracted too much.
Wait. Let me stop you there. There was a 10-minute period.
Longer.
Was it?
I'm going.
Was it a 10-minute period? Because we were in the WhatsApp, and at the time I was sticking up for him. I said, "No, actually, Ox is looking like he's woke up. He's on stuff." Then
Tell me what he did, please.
That's
Tell
what
me
I'm saying.
what
That's
he did.
I can't remember. He put in. He went for a 50-50 and he put in a little bit more grease in it. And I thought, okay, you're on stuff. It wasn't anything like productive, but I just
But tell me what. I beg you,
I
tell me.
think-
Name a
I
name.
think
Name
the
something he
first
did.
something
twenty-
on the right hand side of the penalty.
I
area,
just
something
felt
like that.
everything was going through him the first 20. And I hear this ish. This is why you're disappointed with him. There was no end product, and that's what frustrated me. But his industry, and I felt like out of everyone in that pitch, other than Simeon Gomez, our fullbacks, he was the only one in that midfield who was actually trying to create anything. And I thought, you know what? It might not be coming off, but you're actually trying. Because for me, all of our other attackers were just a bit flat. I just feel that Ox was a bit disrespected in that first 20 of that game. I agree with you. After that first 20 minutes, I don't know where he went. But
he just disappeared, bro.
I
He
feel like
just
we're being a bit
honestly
too. I think
disappeared.
he had a good start to the game. But you can't just have a good start. You need to sustain it. But yeah, man, I just feel like we were a bit too harsh on
That's
Ox.
when does he ever complete 90 minutes? When does Ox ever complete a 90?
You're right. You're right.
Bro,
Man will have a good spell here and there and then do fuck all for the rest of the game, bro. Till he came off.
Right.
When he came off, I was like, "Bro, you're still playing." Man just moved invisible for 40 minutes. Listen, and
the
I'm hearing he's all like,
the thing is, he looked vexed coming off. Why are you looking vexed, bro?
"Fam, play
Yo,
better.
yeah.
If you play
My
better,
thing.
you stay on the pitch."
this is my thing, innit? Shout out 6 times, innit? And he says Ox gets a 2 for his screw face when we scored. Like, and
Wait,
shout
what?
out
That's a two.
Bro,
Wait,
he had
he
a-
still on the pitch then?
No, he wasn't, bro. You should see it, bro. They panned
Or was
in
on the
on
bench?
him, and he's
Oh,
fuming,
right.
and he actually mouths, "Oh, but I never fucking play." Like, as in, like, why did he sub me off, bro? I'm
Fam,
done.
cool. My
I'm-
rating, it wasn't high, but my rating goes down. But
This is
that,
why I let man speak, because I said, "Yo, you know what? Yeah, because remember this.
I didn't even know that still.
Bro. This,
What?
bro. If you go on YouTube and type in, I'm sure it shows it, bro. He actually says you see him mouthing it, saying, "For fuck's sake," like, but I've only just like, I can't remember exactly what he said. Something like, "I'm always getting subbed off, or I never get to play," or something like that. Like, he fuming, bro. Then you remember the petulance that you were showing in the FA Cup final, like, brother. All of this is starting.
Oh
to
yeah,
add up. And I'm like, yo, you know what? Like, hold on a second. And I'm thinking to myself, does that kind of, the fact of the matter is, yeah, there's been bare times we've needed you. Bare times that we've needed you and you've been broke, bruv. You broke yourself doing
Only
some
this
TikTok,
season, his
bruv.
body's decided to fix it up.
Yeah.
And he's actually been available.
it's
But
decided to be good in, and now we've got depth. Like, it just hasn't.
I don't correlate.
You know what I mean?
I don't
And
correlate.
also, you're not putting in worldies. Like, yeah, you held it down a little bit when Salah went on the right hand side. I get that. And I understand that you weren't maybe compensated in terms of the type of like game time that you thought that them performances should have afforded you, especially when they came back in that. But big man, we ain't fucking Arsenal. Do you understand? And I mean that respectively, bro. Like, seriously, bro. Like, we ain't Southampton. Like,
We're on big things right now.
we're
you know.
on.
This
You're
is like,
at
we
a
can't be
big
doing
boy
no
club,
like
bro. You're
sentimental
at a
thing.
big boy fucking table, bro. This is bigger than you, bro. Like, we're not like, and I say that respectively. No, I know you're in the chat, but do you understand? Man ain't Arsenal, bro. We're not out of competition. Rotted. Yo, my team just luck off.
Right.
I'm in full darkness.
Undertaker things, man.
No,
I'm
but
carrying a dong.
I said one thing about Arsenal. Arteta locked off my team deep, bro. You know, like
That's
that.
a madness. That's
But
Papa
look-
Weng's right there, man.
But this is what I'm saying is like, bro, this thing is bigger than you. Do you see what I'm saying? This thing is way bigger than you, and don't be sitting on the side moaning when we're trying to lick down something that ain't been done in football history. Like, we're trying to lick down a quad, rude boy. Like, shut your mouth and play your position, play your part. And furthermore, you're going missing. Like, in a team that's now got the most depth that it's ever had, this ain't the time for you to be putting up 20-minute stinkers. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
You know what, bro? There's a saying: if it's not broke, don't fix it. I don't know why he thinks he's entitled to start or play when our middle three that always play. Correct me if I'm wrong. Thiago and Fab ain't lost a domestic game since starting. Like, I think Inter was the only one, but again, we were pretty much, you know what I mean. We're pretty much through, but I don't. The things I can hear the cup final, but because, like I said, Elliot not being in the squad, then gets in when Target gets injured, then even gets an introduction. I can hear Ox's frustration, but as a professional, you then pick yourself up and think, you know what? Let me prove to Klopp why I should be
bust
playing.
my ass and show you what want. Do you understand? Like,
he's not done nothing, and
bro,
I can't lie. Saint, that's upset me because I was about to give man. You two are just gonna. You're gonna look at it already. I was about to give man a 6.5. I was about to give man a 6.5.
Never on performance.
Take two of that right
never
now.
on performance. Let
Take
alone
that rated right now.
I'm giving him word. I forgot you said it in the chat. I'm giving him a 2 as well, 2 or 3 as well. Bro. I can't believe he reacted like that.
Yeah? Imagine you've got man like Origi should put baby powder on his hand and backhand him. You got a man like Origi. Yeah.
Hey, real contributors, you know.
Real contributors, bro. Like some of our biggest successes built off this man's back, you know, and he gets absolutely buoyed. Like you've got a man like Taki. Do you know what I mean? Who's doing, bro? Who are you really for you to be sitting there moaning?
That's pissed me off. That's pissed me off.
See Ox, yeah, and Romz, I'm sorry, I might have to drag you into this as well. People that defend Ox, one of the first things they always go back to is like 17, 18. Bro, that's nearly 5 years ago. We've not seen this guy.
Man put out the sickest tweet. I was dying, bro. His tweet is killing me.
He needs to allow this, man. It's too much, man.
No, that's actually annoyed me, bro. And listen, your word to you, Saint, you're in a team that's trying to do something that's not been done in football history.
And you're trying to.
No, you know what, bro? After that, forget the ratings and that. I don't care if people call me reactionary. He does have qualities. He's a quality player, but he's can cut in the summer now.
He can cut.
In our team, yeah. Let's not make no bones about it, yeah. You're the one person that's like the quick, like as in who do we free up on our squad?
Holler at them Saudi man at Newcastle, yeah. Let them come
bro, quick. You're the quickest man. You're real quick. Like it's not even a quick. It's a quick thing. Like it's a real quick thing. Like Ox is gone, and then we move on to maybe harder ones. Like you know, them ones like Cater and certain ones.
Trust me, bro. Trust me.
Don't piss me off, bro. Like, and I like Ox. I'm not. This isn't. I'm not trying to get on his thingy, but bro, like we ain't got time for all of that petulance. That in like, brother.
Just quickly say. See how Simicast is moving when we score a goal when man's on the bench. Man's all in his puffer coat, jumping up and down and hugging up, man. That's what I'm trying to see this season. That's the energy I'm on right now. Yeah, it's every man. Because it's not we're gonna need the whole squad in it. We might need Ox. We might need Ox to do a little something here and there.
You don't win a quad.
Yesterday's game showed me he's not on this.
I've been saying
he's not about that life, man.
I said this last stream. No, a lot of Liverpool fans might not agree with me, and that's fine. But you do know after international break now, you know how me saying we'll do that. He needs to rest. We need to rotate. I'm starting our strongest team every game now. Every game is a cup both games hopefully in the FA Cup, Champions League. The only game I would rotate. You took the words out of my mouth. The only game I starting keyword starting fringe plays is if we get a comfortable first leg win over in Portugal. If that don't happen, I already said special champ, FA Cup and Prem, because if we win FA Cup, we have to face. I love Pad, it's my local team, but Chelsea are winning that. I'm just saying that from now. If FA Cup, we have to beat the two other hardest teams in the country alongside us. I'm not starting no fringe players. I know people say you've got to rotate there. That's not realistic. It might not be, but every game is going to literally
have to just go to the worst fall off, innit? If we have injuries, we have injuries, but we'll deal with it. But we can't be best because I'd hate to drop points in the league or go out of cup because Klopp done some stripping.
Done a madness
or 1 point and lose by 1 point.
If a man gets injured, then we roll with it, innit? But I can't be hearing all like, man played Minamino over Salah and then we fucked up in one of them games. Like, nah, man.
Because for me, Minamino plays that. Origi doesn't really anyway, but Minamino, Origi, like Jones, that Ox, all these fringe players aren't starting again for me. They will be introduced, obviously, but they're not starting for me again the rest of this season. Like you said, unless we get a comfortable win at Benfica first leg, then you can rotate at Anfield. But other than that, I'm going full throttle now.
No, I hear that. I hear that. I would one thing though is 6 times. I don't know. I agree with this now, but not always. I don't know about never. Ox has never been Liverpool level. Let's be real. This is where
I
we can't be
disagree.
too
Yeah,
reactionary. Like we can't be too on the man because Ox has had like right now. As much as Ox, I could say Ox is the first out of the team, yeah. And as much as Ox is being a bit of an idiot, Ox has had more of an impact on Liverpool than Keita has.
facts. But I would only say, obviously, because of longevity. But I just remember
you know what I'm saying?
goals.
It's arguable. Do you see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you can't. He's done. He actually has had moments. He's had. Do you know what I'm saying? Like he's had.
City goal. Who remembers? Yeah, I can't remember who it was away to. But you remember the
I don't know if I
outside of
agree
the
with that,
ball?
you know, though.
It was.
You
It
remember
was
the outside of the foot?
outside of the 6
the
yard.
cup.
The cup. Yeah, that was in.
It was in
Who
Champions
Who was
League.
that game against? Like Genk or something
Was
like
it
that.
Sparta?
Genk,
No, yeah, Genk. It was Genk.
That goal was crazy. But one thing on Naby though, yeah, I still think I've never really seen him have that many bad like stinkers for us. Really, like, bro, what's he doing on the pitch? Like,
No, you're
apart
right.
from that Madrid game, with me and Naby, it's always been injuries. Whereas I've seen Ox actually put up 2 out of 10, and I've been like, raw.
Yeah,
You actually stuck the place out today. So I can't really hear I know Ox has got the bangers for us. He's got the goals, but I still, if you said to me right now, you got to sell one, I'm selling Ox over Naby all day
I agree
long.
now.
Oh yeah,
All day
100%.
long.
Even in
English
saying
tax
that,
on top of it as well. Like, all day long, bro.
even saying that, I'm still selling Ox over Naby. Like, do you know them ones there? It's not a thing. Like,
Especially after what you just told me as well. I'm vexed. I'm actually annoyed you too.
Yeah,
I know you
bro.
might not see
Alright,
it.
so
I'm
you
actually
was about to ride out
bro.
from as well.
I'm giving.
How dare he, bro?
Bro,
How dare he?
I'm telling you, bro. I'm crazy, bro. So for that, I don't think man can get more than a 3, really, personally. But I want to.
I agree. I actually agree.
I was all coming with 6.5 in that. Hey, don't piss me off, man. Don't piss me off. But yeah, listen, if you man want to give him a 3, I ain't really got a rating for him like that. So you man can give him whatever you want. I really got nothing to tell him.
This is it. Let me go to some of the. Sorry, guys, the comments have been.
Yeah, do your thing, bro.
Jamie says only good thing about Ox is his TikTok game. Big fan.
Him and Perry, bro.
Naby is in the mud and lead boots. Really? Nah, man, he was all right. Bringing Ox down to 3 out of 10 for attitude. Is Ox fitness playing up? Is what he got subbed off for? Nah, just the fact that he's just
ineffective, isn't it?
Ineffective, bruv. Ox
hey, that comment's funny.
Jamie, you're killing me, bro.
Hey, LFC TV, he's that guy on there, man. He is that guy. He's got a personality in that.
He actually looks like the type of guy to also say, yeah, I'm a vegan as well, so it's quite fitting. He looks like a. He does. I think you get vegans.
All my vegans. I got all my vegans out there. Yeah.
I won't be playing for weeks, as I'm guessing he isn't picked for internationals. Oh, maybe. Well, whatever it is, yeah, brother, fix up in it. Like we just scored, bro. Like this ain't the time. Do you know them ones there? Like, come on, man. Ravi said what stops Ox is his fitness can't start most of the time. Yes, apparently Divock Origi is reportedly in talks with Milan on a free transfer as his contract expires in summer. Both sides are keen on the deal. That's going to be a big loss. I will do a couple of shows in the international break, and we'll chop up some of those like Ox like Divock. All right, so yeah, 3 basically. I'm giving that. Let's go on to the forward line then. So let's start off with Jota. Obviously got the goal, but I really
this guy's dummy.
I'm not even gonna lie.
This might be the lowest rating I've ever given for a player that's actually bagged, but
the winning goal.
I can't give him higher than a 6.5, bro. And I know he bagged, but I can't give him higher than that. Because other than that goal, I can even hear that ish. I can hear that. Because other than that goal, I was actually looking at my TV screen like, what are you doing, bro? And it hurts, but what are you actually doing?
Do you know what it is as well? I like the fact that we do that because me personally, I don't think that it's hard. It's very, very hard. Even as I'm saying it, I'm like, the currency is goals. That was the winning goal. But you can't suck ass the whole game. Like, you know, them ones there pop up with a goal, but then the next man would say, as I play devil's advocate, that's what he's there to do. You know, them ones there. But
like I said, we've been moving sport.
There's fundamentals though in football, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Show me a first touch, bro. Show me because there's a reason why man playing pro football and I'm not. Otherwise, man can kick power league. Man can kick ball power league with me in it. Like, show me a first touch in it, and then we can build off that.
Hold up,
like you said, goals and currency.
Hold up the ball, brother. Like,
It's like, it's annoying because like I said, moves are just going just dying with him. We're popping it 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. Go to Jota, it'll bounce off. Man's all trying to win free kicks for no reason, and that I was just like, yo, this is
that's why I love Bobby in the false line, because it's that if Bobby loses the ball, it's normally down to him. That if Jota and Mane lose it, it's literally ricocheting off them. Like they're not even in control of it themselves. Bobby's still in control. It's just that I know you lot saw it as well. There was a break he could have went on, and Bobby just hit the weakest pass, bro. And I literally screamed, bro. I went mad. But no. Bobby, yeah, I'm saying 6.5. I don't know if you two agree, or even a 6.
I'd agree with a 6.
And that's so low for a player that scored. But I'm sorry,
because I was thinking it like, what would I give you if you didn't score? And
would be then you try and
and then I can't bump you up like 3 for getting a goal, so I can give you 2 extra in it. But 6.5, I can hear that. But yeah, I'm a 6 personally. But
I give him a 6. I give him a 6 because he was shocking. Like when Ishmael says that there were so many moves that was breaking down, bro. Like, yeah, it's hard, man. As a cop, I'm not having that Naby's Joe Allen, man. He brings more to the game than Joe Allen. I'm not having it.
That's rude, fam.
That's rude. He actually was like, but he's actually a lot better. Like he's changed up his frame. Like, you know what I mean? You're right. We probably would get more money for Naby, but I'm still not doing it, bro. Naby has
Joe Allen, you know. That's the warrior kit. That's the warrior kit, Joe Allen.
Bro, well,
as of the cup, you made my day. That's actually rude.
I'm telling you, it's very rude, bro. It's very, very rude. Jota's getting a 6 only because of the goal. See, their man are saying the same thing, man. But Heirs of the Cop says goals win games, bro. This is what I'm saying. So I am conflicted, and we've been used to Bobby, he's saying, but like, it's hard, isn't it? It is hard. I know he's mocking, bro. Man is mocking, bro.
No, I'm sorry, that's rude, bro. Heirs of the Cup, you can't be comparing them names. Oh my god.
You can't be doing that, bro. Although I think Joe Allen's got a better long range pass though. He was kind of like,
that's all man had. That's all man had. That's all man had. That's all man had.
And he was like 4 foot and a half as well. I was like, why are you so small, bro? In the middle of the park, like, what's going on, bro? Like,
boy, man was making the tight shirts look all baggy in that.
Like, with the long curtains and that. I'm like,
bro. Listen.
Sorry, bro. I don't think I've laughed at a comment that.
We used to be starving,
bro.
We were real hungry. Ribs were showing in that.
All Markovic and that. Boy, nah.
Techie. All right. Bobby.
Again, man.
Bobby looked good though. Bobby looked real good.
He looked like
he was looking tasty, bro. I was like, yo, I was all cheesing in the group chat, bro. I was like, yo, and then man done the madness. Did you see? I never come back in the group chat after that. Did you know?
I clocked you.
Say when started, bro. I was riding out for Bobby, you know. I was riding out for Bobby, man.
But Bobby was looking good, you know, the one touch passes and like I was like, yo.
2 things stick in my mind in that game. Obviously the sitter, I don't know what he was doing. Cool, if we're 2-3-0 up, I don't mind that, but it's 0-0. Like, you can open the scoring, and it's that break. I don't know if you two remember, bro. The ball come to him, he span, he did all the hard work, and he hits the tamest pass outside of the. I think it might have even been Diaz would have went through. Was it Diaz at the time? Either Diaz or Jota would have went through, and we probably would have. I can't say probably would have scored, but we were in. And I just said, brother, No. I think that's the 1 or 2 times I've shouted during that game.
Oh.
So I have to mark Bobby down. I'm giving him the same as Jota because even though Jota
Nah,
scored, I think he was
nah.
better than.
He
I'm
was
only
better
giving.
than Jota, man. He
I
was.
think
He
better
was,
than
but
Jota,
He
Jota
was
bagged.
better than Jota, man.
Jota bagged,
Like,
bro. You have
and like,
to.
who was it? Who was it that said, bro? If he bagged that goal, bro, it's a whole different game, man.
But I thought we looked a bit shaky after that as well. I thought after that miss, we were all like,
yeah.
what's going on?
Yeah,
and it gave them life, innit? Because they were like, okay, cool. We got something in this. Forest thought they were moving a bit mad for a few minutes afterwards. So.
Bobby thought it was 4-3, 17-18 City. Man just tried to just think, man.
I was like, he ain't got that anymore, bro.
And
He needs to work up to them levels again.
The things why it looked mad is because the man didn't even drop it like that. He was still up, man. I'm like, oh, what are you doing, fam?
Boy, I don't know what man glitched out there, innit?
Like, cool, I'm giving Bobby a 6.5. What are you
6.5. I think I've been
yeah, Jota 6,
in my head,
Bobby
you know?
6.5. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
The same as Jota was hurting my head. I was like, nah, like he actually had a sustained period that was like decent, although do you know what I mean? And I'm like, yeah, I think Firmino 5, Jota 5. Wow, Marquez, Firmino less than Jota. I mean, obviously because he got the goal, but
I can not them scores, but I can hear why. Because Jota back, bro.
Yeah.
For me, it's like Gomez Simicast is either or in it. One man can get the 8.5, one man can get the 8, one man can get the 6.5, one man can get the 6.
All right, cool. Man like Elliot.
Who? I'm saying I didn't see him. I didn't see no Elliot on the pitch.
You know what? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if he's still watching. Yeah. I don't know if he's still watching.
We need to have some conversations.
Shout out Ennie, because Ennie even said that he doesn't see him no different to Jones. And I don't know what it is. I think it was the Chelsea 1-1 game and Elliot breaking onto the scene and we had so much promise for him. I was putting this guy on some high pedestal. He's still very young. Let me chuck that in there. But 1, I don't know what his best position is. 2, I don't know what he's bringing to the team. I'm giving Elliot a flat 5. He was just average, bro. He was literally just average.
People have asked, is Elliot overrated? And I have to say,
I don't think you can say just yet, though, bro.
I think he's overrated because
you think he is
of the ratings we were giving him.
Yes,
you see what I'm saying?
I agree.
I think
that one, bro.
I don't think he's a bad player, but I think we overrated him. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I was
showing promise, though. You know? He was showing
just
promise.
to add to that, overrated doesn't mean you're bad. Overrated just means
you're getting where I'm coming from, Romz. You're understanding where I'm coming from. Like, bro, I heard some brazy comments, and I never at the time because it's my guy, and I never really.
You kind of.
You were
hearing
this going on with the ride, isn't it?
You're hearing comparisons to certain players, and you're like, you know what? It's my player. Let me just shut up. But I know it's not true. You're like
crazy. And that's why I'm sitting down. When I have to deep the question, I'm like, yes, I think he is slightly overrated. Not to say, just like Rom said, I'm not questioning his talent, but we put
overrated don't mean bad.
Yeah, we put him up there.
See me,
because Ennie had me thinking. It was Ennie that said, sorry to cut you, but I was having Elliot over Jones all this time, and Ennie said in the stream the other day, you don't deep it.
I think you might be right, actually. Yeah, I think you might be
right.
Jones has done more.
I was thinking Jones has done more, and I was thinking, what is the big difference in these two? I think Ennie said they're about the same, or Jones is a bit better. Then I sat back and thought, let me actually take my Elliot hat off, because after the 1-1 Chelsea, like I said, I was saying the maddest things about Elliot. I was just caught in the, you know what I mean? Because that first half cameo against Chelsea was excellent, but just alive at the start of the season. But yeah, man.
Yeah, like just like Ennie says here, I think he is slightly overrated. We will still end up with a good player, but we'll end up with a baller. But we just need to, like, our expectations need to just, he's young. Like, do you know them ones we saw? And also because he was snatched from us before we really got to see him. Like, we saw like first 2 games, and then we were like, this guy's gonna be, and I was like, raw. Like, and I'm not saying that he might not be, but he's young. We need to just, do you know what I mean? Just relax.
He's got the rest of the season off in it. Man's just gonna give him a blight till next year, because he came back from a big injury, man. I was out for like 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
Came back in, I think he bagged on his return in against Cardiff in the cup. So I think again he got gassed because he came in hot.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm a romantic. It's my team. I'm not saying like you man are dickheads.
And he's a fan as well. He's a fan. So it hits different.
Yeah,
it hits different.
That's probably what it is.
But the rest of the season, like Rom said earlier, he's not going to be starting for us again this season, isn't it? Yeah, I'm hoping just to see all the big hitters. So for me, it's just a thing where it's like, do what you need to do. Just get used to being like back to your very best, and then next season we go again. The rest of the season, they're right off, innit? Man was out for like the real crunch part of it, so we just have to go again next year. But I can hear what Annie's saying, innit? I can hear what Annie's saying. I think we will end up with a good player, but
all I'm gonna
fitness is important. If man picks up another big injury next year, then it's like it's all gonna be looking a bit mad in that.
All I'll say to that is if he still should come, but if Carvalho comes, I'm hearing once Fulham once Fulham get promoted, apparently he's gonna stay another year with them in the Prem whatnot. Even though I don't feel he has to do that because he's already been in the Prem with them. But if Carvalho comes, both Jones and Elliott are in trouble because he's clear of both of them. He is clear of both of them. And he's more versatile. Different. He can play that third guy in the midfield or he could play on the wing. Do you know what I mean? So both of them are in trouble still. It's that type of signing where you're like, you know, as a player, you want to welcome more talent, but if it affects your position, you're kind of that.
Yeah, you're like, right.
Like, you know what I mean?
Am I going to be up or am I going to be attacky in this?
Well, literally, that's what I think Carvalho will do to them. You're like, bro, we're Liverpool fans, love the club and that, but you're just better than us, and you probably don't have that effect to the club, but you're going to start over us. That's what it's going to be. But yeah, that's another player. Hopefully, we do signing because it's gone quiet again, but I'm hearing it's wrapped up in that, but
I think it's going to be one of them ones like come June the 1st or whatever. It's just like, right.
And also, it's bare tribunal, so it's not going to be out there in the public domain. They're going to be trying to do bare things, you know what I mean? Like, so that you just hear, got wrapped up, boom, 5 mil, 3 mil, whatever, boom, boom, boom. All right, let's do the subs then. You man are gonna have to help me out, man, because my head is all over the place, bro.
He done like 4 at once, isn't it?
Yeah, it was techie, man. Took out a whole heap of man. So Hendo come on. Hendo I thought was brazy. I thought Hendo was really, really good. I'm happy to see 6.5, 7-ish.
I'm giving Hendo a 7.
I'm gonna say 7. Yeah, I'm gonna say 7 still. Like,
just come and control it.
He's this role he's got now where he's coming in doing his thing, shoring it up, just calming, because the midfield was looking a bit erratic yesterday. Like, it was all looking a bit like no one was really trying to get on the ball. Naby was doing it a bit, but them other man, they weren't really on too much. But Hendo came on, he made his presence felt in it, and I liked what he was doing in there. Came in and, like I said, shored the thing up. So yeah, 7 for me in it. 7 for me.
Just midfield was just looking a bit wild, and that he just needed time to come in and just calm it all down. I'm giving Hendo a 7 as well, man.
Yeah, man, I would agree. All right, so then there was I'm trying to think who else came on, bro.
Thiago.
How can we forget
Thiago? Thiago.
I think he got control of the game a bit like Hendo as well, but maybe not as much. He was just doing Thiago things. Maybe a 6.5. I don't think you can give Hendo a 7.
I can hear that.
Yeah,
I think Hendo was better in it. Hendo was better.
Yeah,
but they weren't really all the game really required from them, man, was just to kind of just be there and not. Because what I was in the first half, I was kind of feeling like 1-2 passes, and them man were like kind of right out our back line. They were kind of just getting bypassed in midfield quite a lot. So when them two came on, it looked a bit more solidified. So yeah, Thiago was good. I wasn't seeing too much sauce, but he just kept it. He kept it.
It did seem like the game was a little bit more solidified when the changes happened, didn't it? Even, do you know what I mean? Just from the eye test, I just felt a little bit like, oh, right, okay, like we've got control a little bit more. So yeah, I'm happy to see 6.5. I'm happy with that. And then I'm trying to think, who else came on? Diaz. I didn't think Diaz was good. I'm gonna be honest. Not that great. I thought this was probably his poorest game, if I'm honest with you. No, actually, I think maybe his Arsenal game wasn't that great.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. He's had 2 games now where it's been a bit.
Arsenal game wasn't great. I didn't think. I thought he was. You know what I mean? He was busy in that. but I just felt like it wasn't as good, especially in this game as well. But to be very honest with you, and I'm sure a lot of you can agree, the expectancy on Diaz is a lot more than I ever thought it would be at this time. Do you know them ones there? Like,
Man came in fucking on smoke, bro.
And there's a difference.
Came in on absolute smoke.
There's a difference as well. Like, Diaz was seen, he was visible. I just didn't think things came off. Whereas like Elliot was missing. You know them ones there. Like,
no, trust.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was gonna give Diaz a 5 and maybe move Elliot down a little bit. You know, I was gonna maybe put Elliot as a 4.5 and Diaz as a 5 because I feel it was just an average game. Do you know what I mean? Like, he didn't do anything amazing, didn't do anything bad, but
he is busy, like you said though. Man will make sure he's there.
Man. You know them ones there. Like, when I said Ox and Elliot, my man said who? You know them there. So
hey, listen, them man were on nothing. But yeah, Diaz. It's been like you said, been 2 games now. He's not really done too much. But I'm hoping it's just a thing where he's had that initial wave. Man, he's got 2 weeks now where I think he might be going to international duty, but there'll be time for him to get a bit more of our style of play when we come back. He was just been on a vibes thing for like 4 or 5 games, isn't it? We weren't really expecting him to be playing this much. Obviously, Jota got injured, Bobby got injured as well. So man's all been starting like every game pretty much since he's come in. So like he's done well. He's done very, very well. But I was expecting a little dip. I know that he's still quality in it, but yeah, this game went really. I didn't even think I'd see him in this game, to be fair. So yeah, that was a bit of a mad one, but 5's calm.
Yeah, 5's calm.
Ravi says Diaz needs to work on his passing and shooting. Other than that, he's quality. I feel like his passing's all right, and his shooting, I think he'll get there. I just feel like it's we're what's it called? We'll get there. And then that's what that everyone.
Yeah,
one more sub, you know.
I know. I feel like there was one more sub.
Diaz,
the Samurai. How come you forget?
Oh, Taki, bro.
Oh yeah, of course.
Come on, and that's no slight onto what man thinks of Taki, bro. But I don't know how I could forget Taki.
I can't really remember what was Taki saying. I can't even remember, you know.
Mark, what are you saying about Minamino? What I'm thinking of about 5.5.
That's what I was gonna say. 5. Came on, kept it tidy. He was linking with Gomez well, to be fair. When he came on, he was linking well with Gomez.
Yeah, he was.
That's a mad right hand side, you know, as well. Gomez and Taki down the right. That's you ain't really expected to be seeing that too tough.
Bro, I don't think you'll see that again. I ain't seen it before. I don't know if you'll see that again.
Hey, Mark Hayes was saying NA in that. That's a mad one.
No, that's free. Martin, that's free.
Elliot,
That's free.
We're being real. That's Elliot number 15.
I think he's saying just because of maybe the time and that. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when did man come? I actually can't remember what he done, you know. When did he even come on the pitch?
I love any man, love. Yeah, guys, I know it's been a mad one. We're gonna wrap up soon, but that's just we just been having fun, man. Man said you man going till midnight.
Put it like this, you lot. I said to Satan ish, I'm cutting at 11:30, maybe quarter past 11. Listen, I do love this show. You just get caught up in it, innit?
I'm telling you, like, it's mad. I know certain man got working now, so we're gonna wrap it up. Just give me 5, innit? The Kaiser, bro.
I'll give him
8 as well.
Yeah,
8.
I was going to say 8. I think he made the subs at the right time.
And he's making
I love how the subs as well. Man just said, "Fuck this." Yeah, man doing 4 at once. I just said,
because he knew. He said, and the thing is, he said, I don't want to be playing extra time, even though we've got international breaks. Fuck that. Don't want to risk no injury. And you know what I'm giving? I might even notch it up to 8.5. You know, you two are going to smile. He was beefing his up all game on the sideline, Kevin Friend. No, you don't like him. No, I'm giving him an 8.5.
I like all the other rest. Why have we got to
Don't let me German slap you, bro.
Right. You can tell Friend was thinking, just come out my face. If you don't like each other, why are you in my face? But Klopp didn't care.
You know what? I hear that. 8.5.
8.5 for that, without a doubt, bro. Without a doubt. Quick one. Noah said, I seen your thing, Noah, you get at me, so I'm gonna Saint, question for Ish. Does Jota remind you of Michael Owen?
I hear the comparison, but see, when I first started watching Liverpool, the way Michael Owen was on crud, I've never seen anything like it. Like, he was a madman, and the dribbling and the finishing, pretty much every time man was through on goal, he would bag. So, but Jota's got that kind of in the box, that fox in the box kind of mentality where he knows at the back of the net is. But yeah, I've not seen anyone like Owen. I've not seen anyone like Owen. The dribbling as well. Jota's not got that in his locker like that. But there's some comparisons. The finish, Jota is probably our best finisher. Him and D9 in it. But yeah, like I said, Owen was just Owen and Fowler. I ain't seen Liverpool strikers in that bracket apart from Suarez for that one season. But yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, I got lights in that. I'm back. Jeez. That was crazy. But all right, yo, that's another one. I'll have to let man go because Rom's got things to do, and like that. And it's been crazy. The chat has been mad. You man, give man energy. Trust me, love every time. Everyone that's in here. Please make sure that you go and show my brother some love. Jay, I will do that on the next stream. I'll mod you on the next stream. Remind me. We're just gonna bounce out now, so I'll do that on the next stream. Yes, I'll give you that. LSC Ram, I'll give you that. Jota is Owen without pace. I'll give you that.
Hey, see, before Owen got that hammy, the pace was we're talking. I'm not even capping yet. We're talking Mbappe pace levels right now. Like Owen's pace was a madness. Was an absolute madness. But
apparently, man says Owen admits that Jota is more aware than him of positional play. But I feel like he was more devastating. Them ones there, he was a more devastating. Nah, this is not Jota prop, man. Trust me.
Hey, Mon, step outside, bro. I want to talk to you about Navi. I want to talk to you about Navi, bro. Step outside, man.
We love Jota, man. Trust me. And yeah, shout out once, man, each and every time. Lovely Neelite, man, and love, like I said, shout out everyone that's been in the chat, man. Thank you ever so much. Please go and slap a like if you're new in here. Please hit that subscribe button. We're nearly on 800. We're climbing. Do you know what I mean? Give my boy Ish some love on We're the
Listen,
One.
Just to add to that, you see Ish's captions, bro.
Hey,
bro, your captions are elite, bro. Like,
we're working.
Go We're the Wonderful on the socials, because this guy, I'm telling you, the admin on there, the writing is.
I love you, man.
I'm telling you,
amazing. It's amazing.
Come on. All right, man. You lot, listen. It's been Saint LFC here with Rom, here with Ish. Another one, guys. Have a very good evening, and we'll see.